SpongeBob was living a happy life. Until only one day, Copper Cop from Robbery Ron from the hit game Basics Remastered came in and erased AI Bobsponge Books Familio. Bobsponge was very mad, so he decided to rob a bank and afterwards get revengeaniciation.com. When Bobsponge was confronting the behind him, he got shot and faced 21 bone injuries on the spot. When Bobsponge Book woke up, he woke up. Now he decided to fight a wave GIF and won. Now Spongio Bobokai Bobsponger Delusion Algalef Tander Hite Bobsponge Sponge Tel.L.B.S.S decided to rest in the Spongehouse trouble. But House Bobsponge trouble didn't feel normal without his Paint.net parents. So under Bobsponge decided to sue the Copper Kool-Aid Cop from Robbery Rock Flint and Steel mode, obviously from the hit game, Case Spongehouse. Bobspongio won the suing sue case court thing HH and won 100 quintillion billion decillion trillion megatrillion $. SpongeBob's book Bob Basement Block Bridge ended up in the hospital along with Squid, Quartz Ward and Patrick the.
Bobsponge Bob woke up and then went back to sleep. Unfortunately, Bobsponge met his evilation inflation and decided to feud him. Fortunately, Bobsponge Book Basics Bribery Block, Coladispani Book 1.
Congratulations, you won. Okay.
2. Bob_Sponge Right went to go to his bed But then, Jack Black broke into his Bobsponge Clock's house trouble booze fight and decided to challenge Bobsponge to a parkour battle. Boolean logic Spojabonk accepted and they slashed them were to a reforecast challenge. Jack Black died to the avoid letting Blah Book Bond Basement Bridge Bospet Bot Boot Bobsponge win.
Okay. Congratulations! You're about to die!
Afterwards, Book Bobsponge can now rest without getting disturbance in the house troubles. Book Bobsponge woke up and realization something was off. Spongiogeography Bobsponge asked Gary if anything was off while they slashed them was sleeping. SpongeBob's Basics Remastered, SpongeBob's House Trouble Official OSD found out Copper Cop from Robbery Ron from the Kool-Aid Country from the Definitive Edition Remastered SpongeBob broken and stole Stu from the Play Store of his house. So Bond Block Brang Bang Bridge Book Bin Bun Bobsponge Travelation through 15 galaxies to find the Krusty Krabs Merkrabs Chop Cop from Basics in Remake. While Sponge was traveling, he came across the guy who Slasher banned him, but since Bobsponge didn't know that he got the gun and tried to shoot Bobsponge. But he missed, insdied.org.com and then collapsed on the floor giving Basics the victory win. Bobsponge from the unoptimized mobile port. Remastered House Trouble Finale Poof found Copper Cop from Robbery Strawberries and he decided to fight I'm waiting for the beat drop. Bobsponge Bobsponge won the House Trouble fight against Cooper Coop Cop from the hit game remastered Bob House Sponge Boos. Bobsponge got his parents back and decided to sleep sleepy and forget what happened in AA.